Nia stood in front of the mirror, her fingers trembling as they brushed foundation over a deep purple bruise just below her eye. Another lie, another layer of makeup. She dabbed until her skin looked almost even. Almost. Her ribs ached under her hoodie, but she didn't flinch. Pain had become part of her morning routine. Her girlfriend, Tasha, was the breadwinner, confident, commanding, and cold. What had once felt like love had turned into control, and eventually violence. Nia had stopped counting the number of times she told herself this time would be different. She moved on autopilot now. Cook. Clean. Smile. Obey. Tasha had asked her to run to the store for a few things: milk, bread, wine. Nia fixed her hair, added a bold lipstick to draw attention away from her eyes, and forced herself to walk out the door, head held low. In the store parking lot, just as she was grabbing her bag, a car pulled into the spot beside her. She didn't pay attention until she heard a voice she hadn't heard in years. Nia? Nia Torres? Her heart sank. She glanced sideways and immediately recognized the face leaning out the driver's side window, Camille, her childhood best friend. They hadn't seen each other since high school, but Nia would have known her anywhere. That same bright smile. That same energy. Nia quickly looked away, ducking into her car like she hadn't heard. She didn't want Camille to see her like this, weak, broken, ashamed. But Camille wasn't one to be ignored. With a playful grin, she parked, jumped out, and sat right on Nia's hood, refusing to leave until their eyes met. Nia finally cracked a small, reluctant smile. Camille, wow. They hugged, briefly but warmly. I knew it was you, Camille said, her eyes searching her face, pausing just a second too long on the bruised cheek barely hidden by makeup. She didn't say a word about it. No judgment. Just kindness. As they walked the aisles together catching up, Nia felt something she hadn't felt in a long time. Seen. Safe. Alive. They talked about their lives, the good and the hard. Camille had just moved back into town, working in youth outreach. Nia didn't say much about her home life, but Camille didn't push. As they said goodbye and exchanged numbers, Camille gave her one last look and said softly, "Don't dim your light for anyone. I don't care how bright you get." That night, those words echoed louder than Tasha's voice ever had. Something inside Nia shifted. The courage that had been hiding beneath years of fear rose to the surface. Her hand still shook as she packed a small bag, but she didn't stop. With adrenaline flooding her system, she walked out the door and into the night air, free for the first time in too long. She stood by the curb and dialed Camille's number with trembling fingers. "Hey," Nia whispered. "Thank you." There was a pause on the other end before Camille said, "Well, since you called, would you like to have dinner with me tonight?" Nia smiled, her voice steadier now. "I would love to."